My name is Marimar.
And I'm Brenda.
And we are excited to take this virtual adventure with you to learn about how to bike safely. If you don't have a bike right now, that's okay. You don't need one for this lesson. But we can use what we learned today for other active ways of going around. For example, scooters, skateboards, or roller skates. And when I say active rolling, this is what I mean. It's something with wheels, but human-powered, no motors, to get around. Okay, now I want you to take a little moment and find some space around you. You will need about 2 arms lengths all around you for safe social distance. And if you have a helmet, stop the video, go grab it right now, and then come back. All right, now that you have some space around you, I want you to stand up on your own 2 feet or just in a position where you can move a little bit around and keeping a safe social distance. Okay, I'm gonna say 4 things about scooting, walking, or just getting around, and I want you to do it with us, okay? So, I like to scoot around my neighborhood.
Biking is fun and easy to get around my neighborhood.
Walking, scooting, and biking are fun ways to get around, move my body, and get those wiggles out.
Okay, last one. I always wear a helmet when I ride.
Great! We like to scoot and bike around because those are great exercises both for our body and our mind. Exercising helps us sleep better and also feel good about ourselves. Besides, we can enjoy our time together with friends or with family. And seeing our friends is always good for our mental health, even when we need to keep 6 feet apart for social distancing.
Biking and rolling is always great for our planet. We're not polluting the air, and it's easy to get around.
That's right, Brenda. Okay, are you ready to start virtually rolling? But wait, no. There's something we have to wear every single time we bike and we roll. Do you know what it is?
A helmet.
That's right. And can you point out where in our body we have to wear the helmet? Our heads. And we always use a helmet to make sure that it protects our brain from any injuries. So grab your helmet, whether it's real or pretend, and you put it on. We make sure our helmet is fit right doing the helmet fit check. And for this, we only need our head, our helmet, and 2 fingers.
There are 3 steps to a helmet fit check from our body parts: our eyes, our ears, and our mouth. For each step, we'll use 2 of our fingers.
We're going to show you the steps first, and we want you to do it with us, okay? And before every step, we're gonna do a high knee cross body tap, okay? Like this. Step 1. Eyes. We have to make sure that we can see the rim of the helmet. Because if it's too far back, it won't protect our forehead from any injuries. And we also use 2 fingers between our eyebrows and the helmet to make sure it's not too far back or too far front. Now that it's on the right spot, we're gonna buckle it and adjust the back dial. Step 2, ears. We want to make sure that our straps lay flat around our ears and forming a V. So we take our 2 fingers and forming a V, we make sure that they're in the right position. And if they're floppy, we're gonna have to adjust the buckles. Step 3, mouth. If the chin strap is too loose, the helmet might move around our head and it wouldn't protect our brains properly. And we can check this by opening our mouth wide. And the chin strap should feel snug. It shouldn't be loose. Now, another form that we can use is using our 2 fingers. And we place it between our chin strap and our chin. And it should feel snug as well. Okay, nice. So now, let's review the eyes, ears, and mouth with our 2 fingers.
Eyes. Making sure that you look up and see the edge of your helmet, and then making sure you use 2 fingers to above your eyebrow and it's touching the helmet as well. Now your ears, making sure you form a V and go under your ears, like so. And then mouth. Open your mouth wide so you can feel the buckle. Okay, close your mouth and then put 2 fingers in between the buckle. Great work. Make sure you adjust your straps so your helmet can fit properly and your brain is safe.
Remember to use your eyes, ears, and mouth test with your 2 fingers so you can fit your helmet properly.
Are you ready to go? Not just yet. Now that we made sure our helmet fits properly, we need to check our bike and our own bodies and go over the ABC quick check. Let's go over what ABC stands for. A equals air, B equals brakes, C equals chain, quick equals quick release, check equals check your bike. Now we're gonna go through each step. I want you to pretend to go along with me. Like before, we're gonna do a movement between each step. This time, we're gonna do jumping jacks before each step. Let's start at the top. A is for air. We're gonna squeeze both the front and back tires to see if they have air. Do they feel soft or hard? If they feel soft, you're gonna need to put some air in it. Squeeze your pretend tires with me. B is for brakes. We wanna check our brakes so we can stop safely when riding. There are 2 kinds of brakes. Coaster brakes when you press on the pedal, and hand brakes when you squeeze the lever on the handlebars. For handlebar brakes, we have 2 levers to squeeze to slow and stop the bike. The one on the right is for the back wheel. The one on the left is for the front wheel. To check the brakes, we squeeze both levers to make sure the bike doesn't move forward. It's a good idea to check your brake pads too. Now let's check our pretend handle brakes together. Squeeze the right lever for the back brake and squeeze the left lever for the front brake. And then move the bike forward. Great work. Let's move on to C. C is for chain. When we pedal forward, we're making the chain move in a circle called rotating. As the chain rotates, we're making the wheels go forward. We want our chain to be in good condition, not too dry and not too icky. To check, ask your mom or dad for a cleaning rag. Wipe off the chain. If it's dry or rusty, you won't see anything on the chain. If it's too icky or greasy, you'll get a really dark mark on the rag.
We check these ones differently. For coaster brakes, we're gonna lift up the back seat with our right hand. Then with the left hand, we're gonna move forward and then brake backwards. Okay. Now, let's pretend we're gonna do it, okay? So with the right hand, we lift up the seat. With the left hand, we go forward and then we brake backwards. Good job. Quick is for quick release. Some bikes have quick release levers on the bike seat post and sometimes on the wheels as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that they're tight. So if they're open like this, you should tie them up again. So let's pretend that we're using our quick release. So we go open and then we make sure it's tight.
Last one, check is for checking your bike. We check our bike all over, looking for any loose parts on our bike and even ourselves. Make sure you don't have any dangling things on your body, like shoelaces, backpack straps, or loose clothing. Can you check over your pretend bike and check your body for loose things that can get caught on your chain or wheel? Well done! You did the ABC quick check. Once you do this a few times, you'll get the hang of it, and it won't take long at all to make sure your bike is safe and ready to ride.
Talking about getting ready to ride, we've made sure that our helmet fits properly and that our bike is safe to ride. But now, where is safe to ride? Do you know what magic number 10 is? Magic number 10. If you're under 10 years old, it might be safer to ride on the sidewalk and with an adult or with an older sibling. We need to ride slowly and carefully, and we need to stop at every intersection. And we need to be careful with the driveways and the alleys because cars might be coming in and out. Okay, so hop on the bike with me. Put one leg right up. Okay, good. And then we sit a little bit on our seat. And then let's hop right off. and then one more time with me, okay? So hop on, and you can see that my feet are touching the ground. And if you're pretending, it's okay if you put your 2 feet flat on the ground. Okay, and then before we start riding, we need to get out in our right ready position. And we lift our leg high up, then you hold it. Good job holding your position. Okay, then we're gonna pick up one leg at a time and we're gonna pedal as if we were riding. Okay, now you try it. Good job. Great, we're gonna pretend we're going to school through the sidewalk. I want you to pay attention to what we may see and what we need to do. I will tell you what's coming up, and then we will work together. Let's pedal. Oh, a neighbor is coming up. So we're gonna have to slow down, stop, and let them pass. This is called yielding. It is important to yield to pedestrians on the sidewalks. We will also stay to the right so our neighbor can pass. And while he's passing, we will say, "Hi, neighbor." And then we keep going. We're gonna turn right soon, but we stay on the sidewalk. We don't cross the street. Oh, I see an alley coming up. We need to slow down to make sure that no car is passing through. Oh, there's no car passing through, so we can go. Oh, now I see someone in front of us walking in the same direction, so we're gonna slow down and we're gonna let them know that we're coming. We can do this by either ringing our bell, or we can let them know that we're coming and say, "To your left," so they know we're coming. Now I see an intersection coming and we need to cross the street to get to school. So what do? Well, first, we slow down and we stop. Then we hop off from our bike and we wait for an adult or our older sibling to come along. We look to all directions and make sure that it's safe to cross, and then we go. Good job riding on the sidewalk. But what do we do if our neighborhood doesn't have sidewalks? If there are no sidewalks, we're gonna ride on the right side of the road on the same direction as the cars. When you're old enough, you can always ride on the street. We also want to ride single file on the street. And remember to ride with an adult or an older sibling. Whoa, we learned a lot of things today, but let's review. The first thing we have to do is to put our helmet and make sure it's strapped on properly. And we use this with our helmet fit check, with our eyes, our ears, and our mouth, with our 2 fingers.
We did the ABC quick check. Now, what does A stand for? Air. We check air in our tires. B, what does B stand for? Brakes. What does C stand for? Chains. Make sure you check your chain if it's not too greasy or too icky. We also check a quick release on our seat post and our wheels to make sure they are locked tight. And lastly, we check for any dangles.
We also learn how to ride on the sidewalk properly with an adult or an older sibling. And we have to always yield to other people on the sidewalk and make sure to look on the driveways or alleys because cars might be driving around. And great job! So thank you for taking these virtual adventures with us, and let's roll on.